G'day everyone, I recently bought this commission of a frog setting Macaulay Culkin on fire with a flamethrower from the artist Kyle Starks, and I've decided to make a video of me colouring it in, so I'm going to talk a bit about my process and just muck about really. The first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the white background. The easiest way to do that is by using convert brightness to opacity, which is a feature of Clip Studio Paint, which is what I'm using. As you can see, it gets rid of all the white background and turns it transparent, which allows you to paint behind the line art. Then what I'm going to do is basically pick a random color and fill it into the background, just so that it's easier to see what I'm doing when I go ahead and color over the top of that. Then I'm going to basically try and select everything inside the line art and then paint it again a different color that I can then use as a clipping mask. And the way that I've decided to do that is by selecting everything outside of the line art, expanding the selection by a single pixel so that it extends into the line art, inverting it so that it now selects inside the line art, and then painting it the random color. So, well, okay, that's wrong. I painted that on the wrong layer, so I'll just fix that up. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is just fix up some of the mistakes here, so you can see, like by the flamethrower, there's a bit filled in that shouldn't be filled in, and there's some spots missing, so I'll just go ahead and manually do those by selecting them or using the lasso tool, and I'll speed this up and come back once all that is done and the clip mask is finished. Okay, that looks pretty good, so I'm just going to colour the frog in by selecting a random green and selecting around it. There we go. Just using the lasso tool to colour it in, and then I'll go ahead and probably colour in basically everything that way. Keeping things to one colour, keeping it flat, not adding any tones. Basically just making things approximately the colour they should be, not necessarily the colour they should be, but something representative so that I can go and fix it later. And easily select things just by making everything that I want to be able to be selected a different color. So I'll just go ahead and finish the flats. Okay, so I've done that and just fixed up the colors a little bit there too, just so that I'm happy with it. Next thing I do is basically just put in some shadows or some tones, and I do that just by making a multiply layer using a dark saturated blue or purple, just getting the G pen out and just painting them on directly. So I'll go ahead and put those in, and I'll be back to do the highlights. So to do the highlights, I'm just going to use a fairly bright yellow on a screen layer and just do the exact same thing that I did for the shadows. I've set that to about 34%. I'm just going to come in with my G pen and just paint in some highlights where I think they'll look good, and I'll just go ahead and zoom through that as well. So after doing that, I like to just put in some really bright highlights. So for that, I literally just use a white, and I'll go ahead and put those where I think the light would be hitting the most, or where I really just think it would look cool. So I'll go ahead and put those in. As you can see, I put some on the eyes already, and I'll zoom through that, and then we'll be finished. So this is the end result. Thanks for watching. See you next time.